Welcome to this tutorial for GroundBreakCRM. Today, we will cover the Accounts module within the iPad application and how easily it communicates with your GroundBreakCRM installation to provide the data you need when you need it. GroundBreakCRM is the application designed by sales representatives for sales representatives. We have been in the CRM business for over 20 years. Most CRM applications are in reality management reporting tools. It is very important for sales managers to forecast revenue, maintain a history of important conversations with customers, and ensure smooth transitions during changes to the sales staff. While still meeting those critical needs, this application was designed by asking ourselves one question: what can we provide to sales representatives, particularly people in the rental business, to bring in more revenue? This means that we really understand not just the equipment sales and rental business. We understand the challenges companies face with rolling the application out to people who are used to working with a pen and paper. It's not an application that was designed for high-tech, savvy sales representatives and then adapted to an altogether different industry. It was freshly built from the ground up while taking all of these factors into account. With that being said, let's get started. If this is your first time using the application, then you will need to enter the application's URL as well as your login credentials. Do make sure that you have the http:// for the URL. Once done, tap Login at the bottom right. Once the application loads, you will see the home screen by default. We were going to focus on the Accounts module, so tap Accounts at the bottom left of the screen. By default, the Accounts module loads with the last data entered in your last session. If this is not your first time using the app, then you will see some data, but otherwise the subpanels will be empty. Going over the Account screen, we see the Search Results subpanel at the top left, your search history in the bottom left, and the account details on the right side. Let's go ahead and search for an account. We'll be searching for Solazine. We'll type SOL into the search box at the top left and then tap Return. You can see that the search has returned all accounts that contain SOL in the title. Since we have returned multiple results organized alphabetically, we'll use the alpha scanning function on the right. The account we are looking for is again Solazine. Scroll to the bottom of the list and we'll see that the list stops about halfway through the alphabet. Tap Load More to return more results. Now tap the S, or as close as you can, in the vertical list of letters. You will see the list jump to the S section and Solazine will be on that list. Go ahead and tap Solazine. You will see the right subpanel display a spinning wheel followed by the data for Solazine. Once the data loads, you will see a very user-friendly interface. At the top is the account information, the name, account number, phone number, address with a mapping link, and a More Info button. In addition to addresses and phone numbers, important customer data which resides in your rental or sales application is visible in GroundBreakCRM. The first thing we see are two charts. One shows rentals and the other new and used sales. These charts can be customized to display current year-to-date versus last year-to-date, new sales, used sales, parts, service, and etc. It is completely up to you what to display. Credit, insurance, and other key data are updated from your rental or sales application. To close this section and regain valuable screen real estate, tap the Less Info button located at the top right of the screen. You might need to know where this account is located on a map, how to plan your day based around this account by planning to visit another account close to this account's location, or if any accounts are close to your present location for an in-person visit. Luckily, this can be done with GroundBreakCRM's excellent built-in mapping functionality. We'll tackle the first request by locating the address line next to the blue map marker and tapping it. In the window that pops up, you will see a map marker pinpointing the account's location. You can zoom in or out on the map using the normal pinch and zoom function of the iPad. To close the map, just tap outside of the map to head back to the accounts page. The next location-based mapping function selects accounts within a defined radius of your present location by using your device's internal GPS, which is very helpful for times that you need to plan your day around your current location or see if any accounts are close by. To do so, locate the menu button at the top right. It's a red button with the white arrow pointing to the right. Go ahead and tap the menu button. We'll come back to this menu in a bit, but for now, select Map Accounts near this account. In the next window, select your desired radius for searching. I'll enter 20. Click the green Map button. The map window will load and be centered on the current account's location. Immediately, we see an account just above Solazine. Tapping that map marker will open a dialog box containing the account's name and address. Zooming out will reveal more results. By default, GroundBreakCRM will select the 20 closest accounts. To close the window, tap outside of the map. Now let's say that while traveling to this account, they call to reschedule while you are en route. In such a circumstance, and without GroundBreakCRM, you would have to call the office for assistance or just drive back and call it a day. Luckily, GroundBreakCRM can solve this problem and will inform you which accounts are near your current location. To do so, locate the red map marker icon next to the account's title. It's at the top. If this is your first time doing this, then you will be asked twice if you want to allow the mapping function to access your current location. Tap OK each time. In the new pop-up window, tap the radius box and enter a distance you would like to search and tap Map. The map screen pops up again and will center on your location. It will also show all of the accounts within your radius selected. If no accounts display on the map, then zooming out will reveal more results. Again, by default, GroundBreakCRM only selects the 20 closest results. Clicking on a map marker opens a dialog box with the account's name and address. To close the window, tap outside of the map. The next item to look at is the timeline of events related to this account. Each of the items has a descriptive title that helps to mark an event for the account. Over time, and as you use the application to access this account, you will have a lot of connected information on this timeline. The timeline divider card, as denoted by the green arrow pointing right and red arrow pointing left, shows you what tasks are outstanding and which have been completed. GroundBreakCRM retrieves 25 cards at a time, so you can quickly see the recent history for this account. Scrolling all the way to the right and tapping the Load More button will retrieve the next 25 activities from the system. The bars below the timeline allow you to view all of the information that is related to the selected account. Tapping the Contacts bar, you can view all of the contacts at this account's location and assigned to you. For my account, I see 4 contacts. I am logged in as Earl Randolph, and I can see that I am working with Bob, Steve, and Zachary. I also see that another one of our representatives, Wallace Sandberg, is working with Marguerite Cook. I can view all of the activities across multiple contacts in the timeline, but of course I can only change data that I have entered. Adding a new contact is very easy. Simply tap the menu button and then tap Create Contact. You will be taken to the Contacts module and prompted to enter this new contact's information in a pop-up window. Let's enter a few key pieces of information. Keep in mind that the fields in red are required. After entering the contact's first name, last name, and connected account, we can enter a call frequency. Once the call frequency has been created for the contact, GroundBreakCRM will let me know when it's time to call this person based on this frequency, the date, and the last interaction with this person. After saving the record, the contact will be displayed on the screen. To go back to the account, tap on the account icon in the bottom menu. Many times, customers don't even know all of the equipment they have on rent from you. By tapping on the Equipment on Rent bar, we can view a complete list of all the equipment that is currently on rent for this customer. Clicking on a particular piece of equipment, we can view pricing and asset information. We can also see how long the equipment has been on rent or if it has been called off. Tapping the back menu button in the middle of the top menu bar will take you back to the related account. A common question from a customer may be, "Can you please email me that info?" Well, without GroundBreakCRM, a sales representative would have to call back to the counter, somebody at the counter would run a report or print a screen, and then email it to the customer. All of that can now be completed from within GroundBreakCRM. Tap the menu button and tap Email Currently on Rent. By doing so, we can quickly email what is currently on rent. I'm going to email this to myself so I can show you what your customer will see. The email that the customer will receive is a mail merge template that can be customized by a GroundBreakCRM administrator. The template with the actual item on rent can also be customized. Some of our customers do not want to show pricing on the email because different regions of a state may have different pricing available to them. This is a decision to be made by your company as to what information will appear in the document. A record of this email is saved as an activity as well. It has been estimated that this functionality alone will free 50% of one person's time at the counter by not having to handle these requests. Let's head back to the Account module and have a look at the other bars at the bottom of the Accounts page. Each of the bars, Opportunities, Leads, Purchase Equipment, Quotes, Job Sites, and Service Cases, all pull data that is related to this account, and tapping each one will expand the box and display the information. Now, as promised, we can examine the menu button for the Accounts module. Go ahead and tap the menu button. Doing so will pull up the full menu for this account. As we saw before, there is the Email Currently on Rent, Create Contact, and Map Accounts Near This Location buttons, as well as the ability to create an opportunity, create a case, create a quote, map accounts near your current location, log a call, schedule a meeting, create a task, and create a note. Tapping on one of the Create buttons will open a new dialog box and allow you to enter the information for the item while also relating it to the selected account. Tapping on Map Accounts Near Your Current Location will pull up a map displaying the 20 closest results to where you are currently located. So that's it. GroundBreakCRM is an excellent solution for your equipment sales, equipment rentals, account management, and sales representative management. We are excited to assist you with this groundbreaking CRM application and look forward to working with you. For more information, head to groundbreakcrm.com.